Or you can say, I like your new red car. And I like your new red car. You can, depending on what the stress in the sentence, you can change the meaning of it. And your vocabulary, your tone of your voice, all of that. That's everything. That's what paralinguistics and body language, the whole thing. But here's some basic categories. Oops, I'm just jumping all over the place here. Location, and we talked about that. Geographical, where, for example, where in the United States is it? Where is it in European countries? It makes a big difference if you are in Italy and you're speaking in Rome. You might say something like the word face is faccia, but in Sicily it's faccia. Okay, so what's your geographical location? Your ethnic? Okay, there's big differences. Even speaking English, people have different rules. Socioeconomic status, that has an impact on your words. So I'm kind of giving you a lot of different words there. When we talked about accepted and standard, now in the Midwest, we tend to think that we have the standard, and we don't. We don't. Well, we don't have the standard. We are a pretty there's a lot of movement going on in the Midwest here. So also something to think about when you're developing an accent is the time period. If it happened in the 1920s, they're speaking English a little bit differently than now. Code switching is a term that's where you vary the style of speech according to the social context or specific purpose. We've heard some politicians do this recently, not real well either. But be very careful with this. But it's something to be aware of. It means you can say things differently and using different slang, different terminology, but you better be very comfortable with it. Okay, now here's something somebody just said, but we all have an accent. We all have an accent. So no matter what it is, you have an accent. Some are more, I would call it more pronounced. We hear it more, but everybody has an accent. Okay, I'm just trying to check some of I'm really bad with the chats because I'm trying to do everything here. There's, we have to be careful about the feedback from other people, so be careful if you're practicing, okay? I know it's tough. I like everybody talking, but we gotta be careful. Okay, here's the components. The components of an accent or dialect. I tried breaking this up into maybe something that's a little bit easier to kind of figure out. First, you've got the sounds. Phoneme is just a little small sound, just the smallest sound you can make. It's sounds, not spelling. And it comes with, and we're talking a lot, and this is consonants, manner, place, and voicing. All vowels are voiced. We're going to talk about vowels. Manner is whether it's a stop or a fricative, whether it takes place in front of your mouth, at the back of your mouth. Articulation, whether you're skipping sounds, how well you actually move your mouth and get the words out. Omission, when somebody was just saying when you did the interesting that he eliminates certain sounds. You're absolutely right. That's called an omission. It's totally normal. As long as everybody can understand you, you're good. Coloration is usually referring to the letter R. Some people do a hard R, some do a soft R, and some people trill. Okay. Some people have a hard time trilling. It's something to be learned. Then you've got the words, which I mentioned, your vocabulary, your jargon, the slang, also grammar, and filler words. So these are the things that can help you develop your accent. Now, components is the voice and tone. Quality. Do you have a good quality voice, or is it harsh? Do you sound like you're excited and got some vitality, something going on? Or are you sounding bored and, done? Intensity, how loud you are. Nasality. This one's kind of fun. In the Midwest, I've mentioned this before, we are probably 40% more nasal than we have to be. And volume, how loudly you're speaking. Just to give you a little test here on nasality to test yourself. If you close your nose, occlude your nose, you're going to close your nose, and you're going to say, this horse eats grass.
This horse eats grass.
This horse eats grass. And then release your nose.
Eats grass.
You should be able
This horse eats grass.
The goal is for it to sound the same whether you close your nose or not. If you sound like
this horse eats grass.
This horse
This
eats
horse
grass.
eats grass.
you've got too much nasal. So you can kind of figure out that if you're feeling some vibration. If you're feeling some vibration in your nose, there's only 3 sounds that are nasal. Go over this. It's M
I'm
and
sorry, can you repeat that again? The Zoom automatically dampens you when everyone talks, and I couldn't hear what you were explaining.
All right, everybody. Yeah, we gotta calm down. If you want to practice it, try to tune yourself out for a minute and then practice. But thanks for letting me know. I didn't even know that. Okay, nasality. What you're doing is you're occluding. You're closing your nose. There's only 3 sounds that go through the nose: M, N, and E. So this phrase, "This horse eats grass,"
This horse
should
eats
sound the
grass.
same whether you close your nose or not. So what you're trying to do is just assess the level of your nasality. This horse eats grass. This horse eats grass.
This horse
The
eats
reason
grass.
you want
This
to make
horse
sure is
eats
like,
grass.
what do you sound like? It will affect your accent, but it will also, if you have too much nasality, it reduces the power of your voice because it's going through your nose. It's making a longer trip to get out, to make the sound waves to get out, than to just go straight through the mouth and get out. So you're losing some, you're losing some power. Okay, so that's why you do it. So it's this horse eats grass. This horse eats grass should sound the same. Now,
What
if
was
you say
the letters? M, N, and what was the last one? The last letter?
ing, like ing, ing.
Ing.
So if you're saying something like Manny made me mad, Manny made me mad, yes, it's
Manny
going through
made
the
me
nose.
mad. Manny made me mad.
Okay. So, and these are all things you can think about when you're developing or looking at working with an accent. How much nasality is there? How much vitality and quality of your voice? But that will make a big difference. Intonation, the melody, rhythm, duration, pitch, stress in a sentence or a word. Stress is where do you put the accent on which syllable, right? So this is where you start.
Syllable.
Yeah, which syllable? Where do you put it? It makes a difference, okay? So, and the suprasegmentals, that's everything on top of the words. So you got stress, timing, how fast or slow you're going, intonation, how fast or slow here again. I mean, rate of speech, nonverbal and mannerisms, what your face saying, is it congruent with what your words are, or, is the character you're developing, it's going to be your bad guy, so the face and the body aren't going to be the same as the speech. It's going to be a different, they're not going to, meld. But these are some things to think about. These are pretty technical. So don't panic if you don't get it right away, okay? This is pretty technical stuff. But I figured you guys, and I told everybody my son applied for Juilliard, and he made the first cut. He didn't make the second, but he made the first cut, and the first cut was, they were looking for 16 people for the current class play. They had 1,800 applicants worldwide. Now, even when they get in, they're darn good to get in, okay? Right? There are at least four classes on speech and voice when you get in Juilliard. So that's why I'm trying to introduce this to you to, give you a boost here. So one of the things you have to know is know what you're working with. This is the schematic. You can find a lot of this online as well. So what we're really going to be looking at is this is the nasal cavity. There's the hard palate, the teeth, the lips. This is the alveolar ridge, esophagus. When you swallow.
Suffocated.
Pardon? This is your esophagus. When you swallow, this epiglottis closes, and then the food goes down this way. Okay, it goes down the epiglottis, goes down the esophagus. This goes into your airway. So it's a really good plan to close off the airway and let it go down. Now the esophagus is just kind of a flabby muscle. It's like a blood vessel without any blood in it. So it can handle stretching a big bolus of food that you really don't want to do. Flash. So, Pete, I thought I turned that off. God. Good Lord. Hold it. Okay, there we go. Didn't hold it long enough. Apologize about that. So anyway, And this tongue is very interesting. It's the only muscle that's in the body that is like an octopus. It doesn't need another bone to latch onto, to move. It can move in all kinds of directions. It's kind of amazing. I would really, please don't pierce it. It's an important muscle. Please don't. If you don't pierce it. Then the legs aren't attractive, and then they chip off the enamel on your teeth. It's just not, I'm speaking medically. It's just like, be careful. Now I will say, okay, we've got a lot of the nasal cavity, the heart cavity. We have a lot of holes in our head. The nasal cavity, we've got a couple, and all of that contributes, even the thickness of your skull can contribute to actually what your resonance, your total resonance. And focusing on the tongue, the back, the middle, the tip, talking about that. And this actually, with Venom and the soft palate, you can control this nasal. You have to focus. It takes a little time if you want to change some of the things. Okay. I'm trying to, because we're going to, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of material. Okay. This is just an introduction to the International Phonetic Alphabet. It's available online, and you can get the one that we will have the sounds for you. We are only looking at the English versions. There's actually a phonetic alphabet that has to do with clicks and whistles. We don't want to do that. Glottal stops and a whole bunch of stuff that other languages in other parts of the world have. I'm not worried about that right now. We are just looking at the American English, the English consonants, and this is called the vowel quadrilateral. Okay, that's all we're looking at. If you want to look it up, but we do have the IPA that has sounds, which is really cool, and I'll give you the link later. So the first thing, everybody getting some of this? This is I'm hitting you with a lot of little technical details here, but this is how you have to start: is knowing what you can do, knowing your mouth and your lungs and your throat and all that, what you're working with. I mean, it's your voice. This is what you're working with, and this is how you make the sounds. Okay, these are consonants. All vowels are voiced. Voiced means if you put here A, E, I, O, U. I'm sure everybody. Please tell me everybody knows what a vowel is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just checking. Please, after the story with the chicken that I told earlier that happened, it's like I shouldn't take anything for granted here. Okay, so here I'm going to try some of these people come in here. Sorry, just glad to have you on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say both capital N. I'll say both capital and lowercase vowels are voiced. I just tried them all.
So, there's some are voiced and some are not, but vowels are all voiced.
Yeah.
It's all voiced.
Yeah. Did that and the lowercase versions too. All lowercase versions are voiced as well.
Oh no, as long as it's a vowel, it's voiced.
I'm sorry.
What you said.
We're talking about good point here. We're talking about sounds. That's so there's no uppercase, lowercase. These are just symbols of the sound. Okay, so the voicing, some of the consonants are voiced and some are unvoiced. All right, so a stop, and there's different ways to make these sounds. A stop is, and over here, bilingual. That means both lips. Both lips. You make a P or B, you're closing off your air with both lips. So you say baby, you're already giving feel vibration in your throat.
Baby.
So the B and
Baby.
stopping the air because the bilabial is closed. It's a stopping of the air. Baby.
Baby.
Baby. But you can feel the vibration in your throat, okay? In your lungs. Now if you say puppy, you're not getting the vibration until you get to the vowel. Okay? So it's still a stop. It's a bilabial stop. Yeah. Like I said, there's no test on this. This is just an introduction. Okay, so it gives you some ideas of what's going on. So the sound is unvoiced. Okay, now if you go across the chart here, you have the T and the D. These are letters, but they're still representing a sound. Okay, now this says alveolar. That means that little bumpy ridge behind your teeth. Both are made in the same place, which means your tongue
Place.
is
Place.
placed against the alveolar ridge. So if you think of time. Yeah, think where your tongue is. It should be right up on the alveolar ridge, right behind your teeth. Time.
Time.
Time. You're not
Time.
going to hear anything. You're not going to feel the vibration until you get to the
Time.
vowel.
Time.
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 Now, if you have this that is placed in the same place, tongue is in the same place, dying. You're already in vibration with the D. Dying. Okay?
Dime. Dime.
Dime.
Dime.
Cross, like, I know,
Give a
it's
dime.
pretty hard. The K and the G. It's velar. It's way in the back of the throat.
Kangaroo. Yeah.
Feel
Kangaroo.
where your tongue goes up against it. Goes up against
Kangaroo.
like
What if you don't have
ridge,
teeth?
a little bump, and it hits the back of your throat. The back of the soft palate. Cake.
Cake.
It's unvoiced.
Cake. Cake.
But when you go
Cake.
down here,
Cake.
your already sound is
Cake.
voiced. Cake. Good. It's already making a vibration. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, now if we do the F and the V, this is a fricative. Again, we got voice. That means there's some air going on, going between. So if you say money, money. The
Funny.
air is coming between your teeth and all that. So it's labiodental. It means teeth and tongue. Labial is the tongue. Dental is the teeth, obviously. Labial is the lip. Like we got bilabial means two lips. This is labiodental. It's the lip and the teeth. Funny. Okay. Very. You're going to feel the vibration. How many a moment? An epiphany. Thank you. You feel that? Very. Very. You feel that vibration? Very.
Very.
Now,
Very.
I was
Very.
assigned this.
Very, very, very.
Now these little symbols are for the TH. Voiceless, like this is a TH, okay? But it represents the sound. Think. So your tongue comes between, look at this, it's called interdental. The tongue comes between teeth. This is the only time that the tongue comes between the teeth. Do not do it with it. This is not important. I'll tell you in a minute. But this is think. We don't stick it out like a think.
Think.
We just little tip of the tongue comes between the teeth. Think.
Think.
Think. Yeah. Now, the reason these are good for accent is if you have to have an accent, you need to know how to make some changes. You know, okay, so this is this is the basics. This little symbol means it's voiced. It's the name of the TH. But then we've got there, those, that.
Where are those then?
That's does that make sense? We've got that is voiced. Everybody. I've got a bunch of hands. I'm sorry. Natalia, did you have a question here? I know we got Bob has a question.
No, it's just clear.
Okay, we're moving on. Okay, we're running out of time, so I want to make sure.
I never saw those symbols before.
No, you wouldn't run across it. No, you wouldn't run across it, but it's online.
I've seen them before.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's close. Now the S and the Z, same thing. I'm not going to do some of these. Between the teeth. Depends on where you make. Different people make the S's and the Z's with their tongue in different places. So technically, mine kind of goes down. It kind of goes up to the alveolar ridge, and so the difference is if you have a word called IS, okay? How do you pronounce IS?
Is.
Oh yeah. Is. It's pronounced spelled with an S, but it's pronounced with a Z. Now this is one of the areas. This is a little hint here. If you have to do an accent or something, many second language, third language learners if they see the word is, they're going to say is. He is comic Kudina. He is. Because they're using the spelling of it as the sound. So it's something to think about. Okay? So you can change an accent, make up your own. You can make up your own. But that's the difference. You can change, it makes a difference. But this is voiced, is not. Let's get some of that. And this is the M, N, and ing. You can feel that going through your nose. These are voiced N, and they are also lips. And ing. That little N, the push hook on the end is ing. Okay? Yeah. Like words like bang, sing, thing, thing, just J singing, there's more there. Now the L, I just wanted to, it's a lateral, it's voiced. Now it's alveolar. The reason why I hit this is because if you're on film and you just try to watch some of these people, they drive me nuts, but people saying, I'll try to do this. I like it. And they put their tongue between their teeth. I've seen it on, broadcasters. I've seen it on actors. I like it. I love it. No, the tongue, you look like a lizard. I mean, I'm sorry. Don't look at me.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I meant to read a lot. It's like a lizard or a snake or something. Kind of keep the tip of your tongue for the L behind your teeth on that alveolar ridge. You'll have a nice clear L. Try to keep it there. Nice. I like it. I love it. L. Try to keep it. It looks a lot better. You start to notice that. Okay. Now what we're going to do, this is the vowel chart. So I have to keep going here because we're having so much fun. The vowel quadrilateral. This is just to kind of show you, okay, I think we're doing all right. The vowel quadrilateral, this is just showing you where in your mouth the vowels, you probably never thought about this, where they go. Now, the front is like this I, which we would probably call as a short I, but it's not, it's an E. E, because it's a sound, not a spelling. Okay, so it's really hard. This is the E.
E.
I see you. C, E. But figure out, see where that is. E. See where
E,
your tongue is?
O.
It's in the front of your mouth. From the front. E. Yes. And it's close. Everything is kind of tight. Yes. Close middle of the E. Like that. It's a little close, but it's still more in the middle. When you go down here, this is like A-E. It's like for cat. And it's a little further back of your throat. When you go right here, it's like cup, guy. This is called a schwa.
What?
This is a neutral vowel. It's in mid-sentence. It's It's just, your mouth is open, but it's right in the middle. That's the schwa.
Schwa.
That's easy. That's the sound. Okay, that makes some sense? Okay, I think. Okay. So these are the things that you can kind of play with to pay attention when you have to study a specific language. So here's some resources. If you have any questions, start thinking about them. This I highly recommend. Speak with Distinction by Eva Skinner, who was, she was really a smart woman. And there's a free download on the Internet Archives. This is the link. I think I have it on your handout. If you don't, you can contact me.
It is on the handout, and it's a live link. So if anyone who wants to look at the book online, like they can literally click on the link in the handout.
Okay. Someone just mentioned about you can download it, print it out. It's a lot of pages. Maybe you can just print out some of it, and you can take it to a print shop, and they will spiral bind it for you. Because this is not a print. If you ever find it in a used bookstore, grab it. I've seen it for $700. Don't do that. If you can find it with the CD.
It's
No,
not that
that's just, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're better off downloading the whole thing, printing it out, and having it. No, but if you can find it and it has a CD with it, grab it. If it's reasonably priced. But this is the best I could do. That I could find this, because this is a heck of a great book. And then there's the IPA. Now this is the with sounds.
Oh, International Phonetic Alphabet.
Yeah, go do that. This is something kind of fun. Mango Languages, they have free online courses for a whole bunch of languages. The reason I'm suggesting you don't have to learn the language, but they have a little system where you can speak into the microphone and then it'll play it back and you can see how well you are approximating the sound. It's another way to start to learn to say the sounds because, for example, if you have to learn French, it is very loud, and if you say parlez-vous, you're saying the letter E, but you're making an O with your lips. It's kind of basically how it is. It's not going to be parlez-vous. Yeah. So it's tough. So if you can at least introduce yourself to some different sounds, it's a fun way to do it. And they have everything: German, Spanish, Italian, everything. I think they even have pirate language.
Pirate language?
I know, there was a pirate. I did not speak pirate. I was thinking about that.
Wait a second. I used to fish on a lobster boat in Maine.
What kind of socks? Okay, what kind of socks do pirates wear? So and then there's more classes on 9/9. If you have some questions, go right ahead and ask me. And then, if you care to, I've got the free copy of my little ebook here for 7 strategies for dynamic voice. This is me. You can contact me, call or text. And I do have a monthly newsletter, which is free. And I try to give a little more tidbits of things out there. So if there's any kind of questions, anybody wants to go over anything, we've got a minute or 2 left. That was pretty good. Getting that through there. So I can go back to the first 40 minutes. I said I'm bummed out. I missed the first 40 minutes.
Tisk. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I tried to start.
How dare you?
This class will be repeated, and I think they will record them. So you're not going to hear it recorded.
Yeah, they're on that calendar that they gave us. All the classes are on that calendar. It's in the welcome email.
So if you have a handout, contact me. I'll send you a handout. I'll send you the book. Yeah.
I needed to get your phone number again. Every time you put it up, I get ready to write, and then it's gone.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to click it around here. There's me. And there's my website. So try to hit something a little bit different, and then have a newsletter which will try to hit little different topics. Kind of fun. I really, my basic thing my basic goal for my students here, my clients here, is that I want you to keep your voice sounding good and strong and healthy. I had a patient, because you can age and still have a good voice. I had a patient who's 92, God love him, in a wheelchair. I worked, I'm a speech therapist. I was working in speech therapy, and so I was into the biology part of it, the medical part of it a lot. I'm really good at swallowing. So, I know how to fix that. This gentleman was 92, and he could still belt out a song like Frank Sinatra. He didn't have the creaky old voice, so I don't want you to get the creaky old voice, okay? We don't want to do that. Keep it vibrant and young so that it still sound really good, and I still think, I think there's a strong place for actors. I don't think everything is going to go AI. I think it's going to, we're going to get tired of it. We're going to get a little tired of it. I can tell.
Well, hey.
What's the problem out there with these self-driving cars?
I'm not so sure I like that.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it at all. The only good news about them, at least you know that they're not driving high.
That's true.
Oh my Lord.
Not yet.
Possibly worse. Oh, Helen.
That's all I can come up with. But no, I don't like it. See, I'm one of the last 3 people that can still drive a stick shift.
So can I?
Oh, I can. Oh, I can.
No, I think we need to keep our skill set. I think it's necessary for brain development. That's why I really think, I'm even thinking of starting a class in cursive writing. Because
Yeah.
Oh, I can write in cursive. I can write and read shorthand.
both sides of the brain. I think we really want to keep these skill
Man, that's
sets.
a third grade skill.
No, it's not.
No, reading, writing, and arithmetic. We need to keep these skill sets. I think it's very healthy. It's good for the brain. It's good for your cognitive development. And yeah, I really think, and I think there's probably resources online. If you don't know how to do cursive, and I've met some young people who like a physical therapist working with it only write block.
It's a secret language that the kids don't understand. If you write it, they can read it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that means you can't read the Constitution.
That's very true.
that's not good.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Yeah, no, we really need to keep some of these skill sets. And that's my personal opinion. I really think we need to keep these skill sets. It's good for brain development, cognitive development, and maintenance. I think you really need to do it along with reading actual books and just keep reading. But at any rate, anybody else want? And I'm sorry to be Leslie that missed the first 40 minutes, but this will be replayed again, and I'm doing the Russian accent, I think, on Saturday.
Oh, good.
Can you give us an example?
On YouTube.
Apparently they do. I guess it's for the classes. They do record it, and it should be on there. Yeah. So this should be good.
Okay. Because I've seen other 99 stuff on there.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. So yeah, it should be on there. Maybe not right away, but it'll take some time. But if you have any accents that you'd like me to address, we can only do a couple of sounds. But that's what I wanted to tell everybody. If you have to do an accent and like quick for an audition, don't try to do the whole thing. Pick 1 or 2 sounds that you can do consistently. That's why I gave you a little, strategies you can play with there. 1 or 2 sounds you can do consistently and just do it. For example, if you want to, the British always do a nice clear T, so they're going to say letter. Do that. Americans go letter, better, that would be the whole thing, because it's people will tell, they won't trust you, so you want to do that. Okay. Any other questions? You want to call or text me?
That I will do.
Then let me know. And that's one thing. If you do have a problem, I will say I can give you a few minutes of my time. I do not want you practicing incorrectly. That makes everything go backwards. Practice correctly. If you're going to do this, do it correctly. If you're having a problem, give me a call. Okay? All right.
Thank you, Helen.
Have a great evening. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. This is a lot.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Good night, folks.
Ciao, bella. Ciao, bella.
We can do a number of things. I'm just trying to find out the right way to click this here. Okay, because I'm really bad at all this. But thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Take care.
Okay, take care.
Have a great night, everyone.
Okay, you too, guys. Oh, there's you are.
You want to keep us? We could stay.
I got a scoot.
All right. I'm switched back to the phone. I'm sweating my ass off. I had to turn the AC off. But we'll be right back on the computer.